Donnie Duncan is a guy that every coach trusted. So he was one of the few people that could take two conferences and help them mesh together between the Big 8 and the Southwest Conference. So he basically was the commissioner for football in the Big 12, and he taught all of us how to handle things and stuff, and actually would get on the phone and call and say, hey, Bob Stoops is mad at you. Here's what he said you did. You need to pick up the phone right now and call Bob, and you all need to get this fixed and get it straight. And then you call me back and tell me how the conversation went. And oh, by the way, if you don't have Bob's number, here's his number. And that was Donnie.
He and I could talk about anything, and I went to him so often for his advice. And I took it, and I used it, and I valued it. And that's the relationship I had with him. That's what he meant to me.
I think Donnie was very good in counseling coaches. Maybe not formally, and maybe they didn't know, and athletic directors as well, of keeping us all on the same page, seeing things from a vision of down the line a little bit.
Donnie, like no one else I know or have ever known, had experience from high school, junior college, college assistant in football, head football coach, AD, bowl, conference. His depth of experience was invaluable, and his ability to work with people, was second to none. He could sit in a room and command respect, and he was absolutely one of the ones that put this together, and we probably couldn't have done it so well had he not been a part of it.
He's a guy that touched so many people on his way up, and he's done so many different things that he deserves any award that you could give him. What he's done on the way up with many young people like me is he's just touched my heart, and he's mentored me, good and bad. He's very direct, he's very tough.
In the Big 12, we first had an assistant coaches meeting, an organized golf tournament, and Donnie ran that and oversaw it, really informing sessions, training us about head job possibilities, search firm possibilities. But we always kept in touch. Our serious meeting and serious relationship began at the Alamo Bowl, and I took over the team in the Alamo Bowl. And that Tuesday night, a good friend of ours, Charlie Sadler, said, Ruff, you ought to really reach out to Donnie and let Donnie help you and advise you. And that Tuesday night, Donnie and I spoke. And ever since that very second, he has been in my life. He is the reason I am a head coach. He's the reason he taught and consulted and mentored me. And he was 1,000 for 1,000% on everything he told me. And it went from being a mentor to Donnie being one of the biggest influences in my life, as much as my dad. And so not only friendship, mentorship, counselor, but also as close to me as my dad.
I would like to tell all the young people out there as they move forward in this business that they need to find them a Donnie Duncan like I had, because he had more influence on my life, not only in coaching, but outside of coaching. Family situations, financial situations, anything that came up in my life, I could call Donnie Duncan and get an immediate call back and get advice that I knew was from the heart and true, even if it didn't sound good, because he was so honest. But I would say to any young coach, find you a Donnie Duncan, and it'll help you so much manage situations throughout your life, because Donnie could take crisis and turn them into positives faster than anybody I've ever been around. Coaches across the country, if you ask them what guy had more influence on their life than anybody else, anybody who's been touched by Donnie Duncan would use his name first.